Welcome to ANZ Combined Racing League's Pro GT3 Sprint Cup Round 3 here at Le Mans Bugatti Circuit. We've just started qualifying. 1 minute has just elapsed. We've got 9 minutes remaining. I'm your host, Woody Lizard, and alongside me is the Cadillac man, Matty Seeking. Welcome, Matty.
Bonjour, Woody, dans l'attente d'un Grand Prix difficile.
Yes, hello.
Nice. one step up from Darky, that one. So better than the croissants and the baguettes. It's beautiful. So we should be looking for a very interesting race here tonight with the pro drivers now attacking the Bugatti circuit. We've got the 7 regular pro drivers out on track and also a reserve drive. Kemi has come back in and he's driving actually my SLS there. Already put a bit of a dent in the front left corner, but that shouldn't worry him. We'll see if we can get some points for us tonight due to just a bit of a niggling back injury from myself, but I'm appreciative of Kemi out there. But the man leading the championship, this man, Sato 15 in the Ferrari. I think you've got some inside words there, Matty, inside gossip about him not really comfortable here at Le Mans.
Yeah, Sato feels personally attacked by this circuit. So don't expect him to be a second in front of everyone else. He'll still be up the top, because I expect nothing less from Sato, but yeah, he'll be there. Just not as quick as Alton Park and the first round at Bathurst.
Yeah, well, you know, at Alton Park, we obviously had Dado Racer absolutely blitz at 2 from 2. So this man here bridged the gap there. He's only 3 points trailing from Sato 15 in this number 111 Dime Racing Lamborghini Hurricane. So expect some good things from him tonight.
Yeah, definitely. One I'd be watching out for is his teammate in the other Lamborghini, though, because he's shown pace through practice in our practice session previously. He's the guy to beat, I think.
Yeah, he topped the timesheets on the official practice on Thursday night with a 136.4, and we did just see there on the practice session just previous of this qualifying, he did a 36. I think it was a low 0.4. So yeah, he's there on that money of maybe just getting in a 36 even. But with 6 minutes remaining, we'll see what he can do here in qualifying.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Another man that wants a good run here, 4th in the championship, equal third with the man we were just talking about with Dark Racing 40 on 50 points, trailing 15 points off from Sato in this Audi. So Nürburger, I think he's looking forward to the wet weather in the Audi to see how it handles. So we'll wait and see.
Yeah, it's very quick in the wet.
Yeah, second fastest in the Thursday practice. He didn't go too bad actually in the little practice wet race either. So I'm expecting him to be up at the pointy end.
Yeah, old mate Mr. Cheese in the Honda Acura, I think it actually is in this game.
Yeah, the old 69 Black Thumb P51 Sim Sports car. And see how he can go. He struggled a little bit in practice with 37s. You can see he's still in the 37s at the moment, but it's still pretty competitive. But he actually did well in a wet race. I think he came second in the something like that.
He got the race win in our practice race by quite a margin.
Yeah. So he avoided a little bit of carnage, and the second car of the P51 Sim Sport outfit of Illogical Sports in that Nissan GTR Nismo. It's a very good looking car. This one obviously took it to victory at the Spa 24 Hours, but he hasn't had much luck here in this GT3 championship at the moment. Lingering on equal 6th place with myself on 42 points. So a bit of work tonight to see if he can bridge the gap to his teammate Weary Knight, who's 6 points in front of him in that championship.
Yeah, definitely. My dark horse for this weekend would be Dark Lord in the Ginetta. Showed a good outing in official practice. I think 5th overall in the times.
Yes, and also probably had his best round at Alton Park last week as well. finishing that round. I'm just trying to pull it up here actually at the moment. He finished equal fifth. There was 3 cars equal fifth for the round victory. So, but he actually claimed himself his best result of the championship in coming home in fifth in one of his races. So he's just trying to get to grips with this Ginetta.
Yeah, definitely.
But, as you said, Matty, I think we should see a big, strong performance here at Le Mans Bugatti. It just seems to, the flowing circuit seems to suit the car.
Yeah, it can keep the mid-corner speed up, and the Ginetta's very, very good at doing that. It's probably its strength.
Yeah, currently fifth in this qualifying session with nearly a 37 even, so that's probably his best time he's done around the track.
Darky getting the slowdown rid of there. So he hasn't set a time yet, Dark Lord.
Oh, no, he hasn't. He's in 8th. Okay.
Is Darky pushing a bit too hard in this qualifying session? We see him try and get rid of that slowdown.
Well, it could be. It's just one of those things that the pressure's starting to mount a little bit, knowing that he's been the fastest rider through. And, yeah, we'll just find out just to see if he can settle himself and get some good time in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Your wife there is okay.
Yes, I'm hoping so as well. Have a swig of water. You'll be all good. So Sato's set a competitive time 36.4 in the Ferrari.
Yeah, very fast. Early on, he's sort of maybe just been throwing out a few hand grenades, I reckon. A few, to get the
he's gone quicker again.
It's not going to be his round, so, but, Sato's been fast all season long.
So Darky won't be quick at this lap. He had a slow down to kind of burn. See how he goes through the Dunlop chicane.
Yeah, he's got this lap and another to do, as long as he's got fuel on board.
Yeah, definitely. It's very, very easy to get greedy through, especially that bit there.
And then coming up into La Chapelle, you can pretty much go too wide through here and really set yourself up.
Yeah, he's taking the line you get in the rain there too. That kind of middle line. First timing sector coming up. Where is he sitting at? Doesn't say. Weary's jumped into 4th. Illogical's jumped into 2nd. It's a good time in the Nissan there at 36.4.
Well, there's less than a second for the top 6 as well, so yeah, ultra competitive here in the Pro division.
Dark Lord still hasn't set a lap time. See where he goes from here. Is he going to jump to? Looks like he's got a bit of damage there. He has done a 43. He's still sitting.
This is the man we want to see. He's been consistent all weekend long, but come the time where he needs to perform, he's just struggling a little bit.
Oh, that
in 5th.
Has he lost his lap time for that? I think he might have.
It hasn't improved.
I think he might have. I got my little race feed down there and it says Dark Racing 40 lap time invalidated.
Yeah, okay, so it's no good, but this will be his last lap. He can try and do something as Sato comes up over the Dunlop Hill and down into turn 4 of La Chapelle corner. And into the chocolate mousse corner, we like to call it last night.
It's now named Kiev.
The Kiev, okay.
After the chicken Kiev, not the capital of Ukraine.
That's right, and then into turn 6 here, the 2 double right-hand corners, the garage vert corner. Very important to get a good exit out here, down this back straight and into turn 7 and 8. As we know that the water does start collecting there on the second part of the chicane, the right-hander, where Sato is now. But all dry here in the qualifying, and then we go into the cordon bleu corner, turns 9 and 10.
Yeah, delicious and creamy. This lap doesn't look too bad though. See where everyone's jumping though last minute there. Crosses the line. Sato puts in a 35.7. That's going to be hard to beat.
That's a pretty impressive lap there as well from Sato.
Ducky does not improve.
Yeah, I think it was an improved time, or just didn't improve the position. No, didn't improve the time at all. So there we go. We got Sato in that Ferrari. So we have a Ferrari. Then we've got the P51 Sim Sports of Logical Sports in the Nissan. That's a good result.
Very good.
And then Dado in the first of the Lambos in third. Weary Night. The P51 Sim Sports are up the front, pointy end here in the Acura. So in the Black Thumb, and then obviously Dark Racing 40. Sitting in fifth, alongside there will be Nürburg on row 3, and then taking up the rear will be M2 Kemi, being a reserve driver for myself in the old SLS Mercedes AMG, and then Dark Lord struggling to get a lap time there in that Ginetta, so he wouldn't be happy with that, but as we know the next session's going to be wet, so he might be happy just starting at the back and just seeing what happens in front of him and trying to avoid any mayhem.
Yeah, definitely. The key, especially this warm-up lap, is getting those pressures high. We saw yesterday that I got caught out a bit, just slightly, probably half a PSI too low, and swapped by 2 Porsches. So it's very easy to not get it right.
Yeah, that's right, Matty. Those Porsches in the open division are absolutely killing it at the moment. The virtual drivers of Night Havoc and Commander Jim.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to see where they would have topped in this, to be honest, because they would probably be up the field. Both of them would be. Yeah,
they were pretty fast. They, just comparable for this race in the wet. Just to think about it, Night Havoc did a 37.615. So we'll see what that compares in the pro drivers after the end of the race, and see if anyone goes a little bit faster than that 37.6 throughout this race.
Yeah, definitely. That would be good. Who's your money on?
Actually, when I say that was a dry one, it was 45.3. Yeah, so I was thinking that 37 was pretty quick. So 45.3. Yeah. So my money, I think I'm looking towards this man, Logical Sports. Actually, I think this car will handle not too bad in the wet, and expecting some good things from him.
Here we go. Yeah, I'm thinking Nürburgring might get up there in the Audi today. Back in the field, keeps his nose clean, he could be there.
And don't forget Cammy in that. I know it's a new car for him in the Merc, but he was fairly comfortable in the open division in his Renault last night in the rain. So he might give a bit of cheek. I don't expect him to win the race, but he may find himself up in the mid pack.
So the issue for these boys, probably from Weary downwards, is going to be visibility coming into this first corner.
Yeah, a lot of spray, and it's we did see a lot of cars, not a lot of cars, but some cars just missing the corner as well. It's not hard to do. As you said, if you don't get those tyres, try and keep a little bit of pressure into these tyres. They sort of roll around on themselves, and the car just doesn't want to turn.
So there's the spray at the moment on the formation lap, so you can multiply that by about 3. And that's what these guys are going to get.
Yeah, that's right. And obviously don't forget those puddles of water that's actually pool across the track too in some of these locations, making it tough for the cars later in the race. So the guys have to be on the ball throughout the whole 20 minutes here. There's no mandatory pit stop for this sprint race.
The crowd's doing a damn good job of not having to get out the ponchos and the umbrellas. Of course, banned for security reasons, so the French love it.
Absolutely. especially when the Australian circus comes to town.
Sato with the entire Tifosi behind him. And the entire JDM backing of Nissan with Logical.
That's right. Yeah, so they'll be forming up 2 by 2 somewhere shortly. Probably out of these next couple of corners, they'll start forming up.
Yeah, definitely. They're starting to form now.
So we'll just find out which. Most of the guys would stay into the left, or both races they started on the left pole man. So it looks like Sato's doing the same. Yeah,
left you get the full access to the sweeper, so they won't take off straight away.
Oh, he's going really wide
Sato.
there. So as I said, we're not going at the green. It's up to the leader. And it looks like Sato wants to get this race started.
He's off.
They go.
Oh,
and,
poor start.
Logical's missed the start, hasn't he?
He has. Oh, it's 3 wide here. The power of the Nissan.
Yeah, it's amazing that he's been able to come back.
Here comes Darky. He's pushed.
Darky's pushing hard. He's been rubbing up a few penalties throughout the first 2 rounds, but he's got through cleanly this time round, and great observing. Driving. Oh no, just talking. Darky again, putting his nose in it and just getting the edge of Weary Night.
Cammy as well. He must be caught up in that as well.
Yeah, I think he's actually pulled on the anchor, so he didn't actually hit anyone, I don't think.
It's a very
too sure what was going on.
Opportunistic move there from Darky. Looks like Darky's just fired it down the inside of the Audi there too, and it's not a good start.
Yeah, he's found it south wide, so Darky's just got to try and notch his aggression just back a bit, because that's I don't know, 3 rounds, but you know it was only the final race there at Alton Park that he was avoiding some incidents.
Jump on the roof cam and look at this.
Fighting hard to the Black Thumb racing of Weary Night. Very important to try and get your positions early here, as we know the conditions of this track
Dato's got past
fairly quick.
Nissan.
So the championship contenders are here 1-2 as they are in the championship, fighting hard for race 1 here at Le Mans Bugatti circuit. Weary Night trying to hold off Nürburger.
Oh, they run it wide. They're pushing here. Look at the spray.
Hopefully Darky's just realised, you know, he's been pushing a little bit too hard here, but he's got a nice run on that Janetta, but he's going to find himself on the outside as long as the Janetta stays on the track, which he has.
Oh, he's missed the braking zone there though.
Yeah, the pressure of the Lambo behind him. Is he going to stick it around, keep it around the outside? He looks like he's saying, I'm not giving you any favours. You already tagged me earlier. Oh, and actually you tagged Weary Night earlier, so Darkwood's going to show Darky the long way around. That should set him up for the inside here into turn 5 into the chocolate mousse corner, or as you said, it's the corner. What do you call it?
The Kiev.
The chicken Kiev.
So Darky's now got back in front of Dark Lord here. Boy, be careful with that curve. Let's throw the car around. That puddle's starting to form.
Sato's already, that first opening lap, obviously he didn't have any troubles with anyone because he started up front with his 59, so we'll see what Dado's made a nice early move on a Logical.
So we'll go around and we'll just see everyone gets their first flying lap done, what the pace is going to look like. Dark
so straight away he's
had a little bit of a
45s.
Yeah, 45s for everyone, 46 for a Logical, 46s for everyone else.
So already there, you know, Sato's already faster than what Night Havoc was able to do in the Porsche last night.
Oh,
look at Darky running it wide and missing all his braking points.
He thinks he's a Cadillac.
Yeah, so there's an easy position for Dark Lord back into 6th position. As Nürburger having a little look at Weary Knight. Weary Knight takes a wide entry into this turn for the Chapelle.
He gets a lot of speed out of it though, look at that.
Yeah, but he keeps himself vulnerable though for an attack down the inside though, Matty. So he's just got to be wary, and that's what happened with Darky. Darky took that opportunity and tagged him, which, you know, probably should have been a little bit more, especially on the first lap from Darky. Probably should have just tried to take it a little bit more easy. As Nürburger misses his braking, it's probably all that to do with that spray that you're talking about, Matty.
And there goes the Ginetta. Well done from Dark Lord for starting from the back of the field. He's currently up to 5th, just keeping his nose clean.
That's it, 4 positions, bang, done, and it's not even, it's only lap 3 as well, so the way that he's going, he's looking good. He's just got to try and see if he can try and stay on the back with Weary Knight.
Yeah, definitely. So Sano's bolted from Dado, and Dado's bolted from Illogical. Oh, Dado!
Just maybe pinching a brake there on the turn in. The car just was protesting, didn't want to turn.
If anything, Weary's probably got closer to these guys. Well, actual pack, Illogical looks like he may be dropping back. Yeah, 48. So he must have run off the road a bit here. Black Thumb P51 Simsport.
But look at Sato, 44.8 as well. For someone that must have been Fox saying he wasn't too comfortable in the wet, I tell you what, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely. That being said, he can take his own lines, and there's no one really around him to challenge him.
Yeah, we'll just have to find out to see how he goes too, because he can make a few little mistakes, and once those puddles come across, you know, if he's got that car set fairly low, those puddles, he's going to end up being like a boat and skim straight across them, so could find himself in a bit of trouble. So the early pace, he needs to gap that field just in case he has a few little moments. That's one of the puddles that can get a little bit dicey.
Yeah, definitely. If anyone was watching,
keep the power on.
Watching yesterday, I had my Cadillac taller than the Eiffel Tower, which is why I was going through those puddles really nicely.
So you can already see the car upsetting. You've got a little bit of curb there, and with a slippery surface, the Ferrari wasn't really happy compared to Dado. Dado's car just seemed to handle a little bit better. So I'm assuming that Sato may have his car
on edge,
fairly low, yeah, and the puddles may catch him out a bit later.
Yeah, it's the same with the Logical's car. It looks like it's very low on the ground as well, because you can see it skimming about a bit.
Or Dark Lord starting to get on the back of Weary Knight too. He means business tonight, Dark Lord.
Yeah, that Ginetta would love these conditions.
Best lap time for himself there with a 1:45.6, so that's a very good time. Very competitive. Third fastest out on the track that previous lap. Oh, it's Darky now back on the back of Nürburger.
Nürburger's not going to give this one up easy here. Darky does the crisscross. Oh, they come tight here.
Yeah, no, I think Darky's got this as long as he can get it stopped, which he has.
Yeah, he would come
nice
back
racing.
Though. Oh. And Carrie's not too far off this field too. Just plodding around.
No, well,
doing a good job.
That's it, you know. He jumped in the last minute. He probably doesn't even have a setup for the car and just motoring around. So, giving me some valuable points in the championship. So I really appreciate that.
Oh, the Ginetta got loose.
Yeah, under power. So that's where it is in that water. But look, they're getting on the back of Illogical too. Very slowly catching. So this is going to be a three-way battle very shortly. Looks like Illogical's not as comfortable as I thought he would be in the wet in the car.
It's interesting with the rain, especially in wet conditions. You could have your setup either a bit too loose or a bit too stiff, and the car will be an absolute dog. The rain really shows how good your setup is. If it's really well set up, your car's going to be really driving really nicely. And there's the
look at this. Look at Weary now. He had to slow up on the exit of that corner, which cost him his lap time. He was almost on for his fastest lap.
Oh, take it easy through there. The Nissan doesn't look good through the mid-corner there.
No, it doesn't actually. It's quite surprising. I thought it'd do all right, but
this is going to be a 5-way battle soon.
yeah, that's right. We're looking at it. It looks like a Logical's going to hold up the field, and we know Logical can be hard to overtake too. So this is going to be very interesting.
Dado with a 44.7 has closed that gap in somewhat to Sado here.
Yeah, definitely.
As the track gets wetter and wetter, we start seeing that Ferrari. Oh, it's a bit twitchy there. Oh,
As Weary just defending the point, the thing with Dark Lord. Dark Lord really wanting to try and get up into the fourth and give a shout out at, give a challenge to a Logical for third.
there's Darky following by. So this sector theoretically should be where the Janetta should be at its best against these cars.
Yeah, nothing much you can do here when a lot of the time it's sort of one sort of line. They're trying to find where the grip is, and if you're out of that line, you normally lose a ton of time, so it gets very slippery. The Dark Lord's best. This is where the
Nissan struggles. Yeah, look at the Nissan struggling.
In the open division, the McLarens were so fast through the final two corners, so I feel like the Acura is a little bit similar to the McLaren. It's gets the power down pretty good coming onto the main straight. And once you get that, once you get that tight line, when you're down on the left-hand side on entering the Dunlop chicane, you really compromise your turning. Oh, as
Dark Lord is gone for it.
Shoves it down the inside. What a great move. That's an aggressive move, but beautiful. But he's had to back
they're
out.
touched, they're spun.
It's spun. That's a big moment. So the black thumb is showing him the black thumb because there's a big black thumb on that bumper bar. Can't really see through the spray, but he will.
Darky's
sometimes happen.
Darky's had an incident here. 2-minute lap time. He's back with Cammy. Well, he must have had an incident in the first corner because Nürburgring is now up to 4th. So a lot's happened here. Even the Audi's starting to squirm around on the back straight here. It's nice to know that the car that you've set up in the other lobby doesn't do that through that puddle. Cammy had a big moment.
So Cammy's looking strong here now, seeing Darky just in front of him. That'll get him all excited. Oh, he's gone in pretty hard there. He's bound to pull it up nice though, Cammy.
I think Darky's just going to have to take a couple deep breaths and just back it up a bit. Sometimes you start overdriving, especially a track like Le Mans where it's all about hitting the right lines.
That's it. So we've got, 7 minutes remaining, and Dado sort of bridged that gap a little bit to Sado. It went out to just over 4 or 5 seconds, and now it's back to just under 3. So we'll sort of see what Dado can do in the closing stages of this race. But Logical has been able to fend off the big battle behind him where Weary Knight was really challenging him. But Dark Lord had a nice run coming out here of the Dunlop chicane, and they got together at turn 4.
Nope.
He's using that reset button again after being told. So he's,
no, we didn't see anything.
Anyway, sometimes bad habits.
Dark Lord's gone lawn mowing here.
Yeah, Jim's mowing, as they said in the open division. Franchise is
he's
available.
still going.
Oh, hold on to it.
I feel his tyres are a bit overinflated at the rear there if his car's starting to behave like that.
Yeah, because
he's
everywhere at the moment.
Yeah.
Unless he got a bit of damage too. Sometimes they don't look very hard of a hit, and sometimes the game just gives you massive damage to the rear suspension, so it could be upsetting him a little bit too.
Oh, it's a brave
Darky
man, Darky going there.
Yeah, you're super brave.
Especially,
So you're right, the rear, just as it's coming in off the brakes, the car's very loose. It wasn't like that a couple of laps ago before we had that incident with Weary.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, it's all gone on him.
And Cammy's got up into 7th there. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know what's happened there. Didn't look like it took a hit from the rear, so...
Well, that's it. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm thinking, obviously Weary Knight was the one that got hit in the rear, so...
It's very easy, especially if you start pushing these cars, and if you've got your brake ducts closed, the heat that just pumps those tyres up massively.
A good job by Nürburgring in 4th.
Yeah.
You know, he's still got some time to get in front and get a podium here for race 1.
We're looking at probably 3 laps. Oh, he runs a bit wide.
Yeah, 12 laps they predicted for this 20-minute race. So, yeah, with another 3 laps. So he's got some time up his sleeve as Dark Lord now just trying to get back that position from Cammy. An opportunity sort of wasted for Dark Lord, unfortunately. Had a very aggressive move coming around the outside of the Dunlop chicane, and the entry into La Chapelle just caught him out.
Yeah.
I think he was second guessing himself, and that sometimes that happens, and that's when you sort of have a little incident.
That Janetta does not like that puddle.
I don't think many cars do like that puddle, so it's usually just feather that throttle. Look at Nürburgring now, all on the back of a Logical, won't be long, and we should see Nürburgring, if he gets his pass done nice and early and cleanly, should be able to get up into 3rd.
He has to remain patient here, Nürburgring. Oh, Cammy runs it a bit deep. The Janetta should keep the nose pointed in.
So Nürburgring actually currently equal 3rd in the championship too. So
he's going to gain some points there on Darky.
Yeah, remember the points.
It is a round though.
Round, so they accumulate the points through the 2 races. Half points for this sprint race compared to the main feature, which is coming up shortly. 45-minute race, mandatory pit stop, and the conditions are actually dry, so the race will be on for the final race tonight.
Sato's starting to get to lap traffic here. Actually, Stato's in front of Sato here, actually. That's happened.
So something's happened there.
Last lap.
So Sato, 155 the previous lap for Sato, so obviously you had a spin. We've missed that, unfortunately.
We've too busy been having our baguettes here that we've missed that.
That's it, and a nice French wine as well at the same time, so...
It looked odd, I
saw.
Yeah.
This is a big moment for Dado too, because obviously any time he's in front of Sato means him getting closer to take the lead of the championship as well. There's a 5-point difference for the round points, so if Dado can actually get in front of Sato for the round victory, he will be coming away from Le Mans, France here to Japan, leading the championship. As Nürburgring's got this lap and the next to try and make a move on a Logical.
Weary's caught up to this group. As
nice
Darkwood's got past Cammy.
Yeah, I have to say it's a nice comeback drive from actually Weary after they were actually stationary for a little while they tried to sort each other out here. So probably just shows you how much slower Illogical's sort of going at the moment. Because you can see Weary was 2 seconds faster than these guys previous lap, or 1.5 seconds or so.
Yeah, definitely. These two are starting to battle though. Oh, Logical's not defending though. There's enough there for Nürburgring to stick the nose in the Audi.
Yeah, nice battle here for 3rd position between Nissan and Audi, and soon to be the Acura. for two P51 sim spots, and here comes Darky around the outside of all of
Darky's
them.
probably going to have to give that back if he's off the road there. Oh!
Whoa! A moving chicane. Look at this. This is unbelievable. What is going on out here? As Darky, can he end up getting himself on the podium here? With 1 lap remaining, it's a big battle here for 3rd position.
Oh!
So it all started with the logical losing the rear end of his car. And I think
I'd love to see if there's a little tap to help unsettle that there. They were very close to each other.
They were close, but
Darky
to sort
with
of
the
say that
corner
there
car.
was.
Weary with a bit
So
of...
no time. Yeah, I was going to say no time penalty for Darky. So obviously it's all game on here for the final lap for the final spot of the podium as Darky looks down the outside. That's not where you want to be. I know it's the inside for that corner, but definitely not where you want to be.
Oh,
Nürburgring's made a mistake. He's got to take it easy here. He can ruin him. He's better off not trying to get clashed here with Darky. Try and just make it hard and try and get it back turned in here. This is an opportunity for Nürburgring again. What a sensational finish to this race for the minor positions on the podium. As Dado benefited from a mistake from Sato. And looks like he's going to take this victory. Only a few more corners remaining coming through the cordon bleu corner.
Have a quick look at this and Darky looks like he's got it now.
You have to say that's a good comeback drive as well from Darky after being right down to
He's
7th.
dodged a bullet there, Darky. He really has.
He has dodged a bullet.
Very aggressive on that. Probably a bit too aggressive, I'd say, but that's a good win there from his teammate, Dado.
Yeah, 111 Dime Racing.
Sato's
Lamborghini
had another
Hurricane.
incident because he's dropped back another, 5 seconds? Another spin.
Yeah, that's right. As the track got wetter, his car just was not happy. So, and these guys are going to struggle to finish this race as well because this wet weather slows it down. The counter seems to not give them enough time, and we're waiting for Kemi at the very. Oh, there's been an incident too out of the chicane somewhere along the line there. The 2 dots were stopped.
Yeah, it was Cammy and
From,
Dark Lord, yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to struggle to actually make the finish here. Only because the time is going to shut them down. But they'll still be classified as finishers. But it looks like Dark Lord's just going to hold on there. So it looks like Kemi actually gave the position back. So something happened through the chicane of the Chemin Ox Boeufs, or whatever, I'm not too sure, but it's turns 7 and 8. But there you go, Matty. Dado Racer was patient in 2nd position for most of that race and just was waiting and waiting for his time. And Sato finally slipped up, not once but twice, we imagine. And he's pounced and taken victory here for race 1 over the Ferrari. And then the Lamborghini's teammate in 3rd position. So that's a strong performance from the Lamborghinis. And then Nürburgring in 4th in the Audi. And then Acura of Weary Night was unlucky not to probably take that podium. He had to sort of, well, his teammate Illogical Sports in the Nissan just came straight out in front of him and nowhere to go and ploughed straight into the back of him there with a lap and a bit to go. And then Dark Lord in 7th and Kemi in 8th. So a good race there at the end for the minor positions. So we'll have a quick break while we set up the next lobby, where we'll be back probably in the next 5 minutes or so, ready for the start of the qualifying as it is thunderstorm. So we're going to be straight into the 15-minute qualifying, and we will see how they go early on in the qualifying and see those times done before the race. So we'll be back very shortly.